So tonight we're going to talk about one of the most important things that we could ever talk about in the mix of our business, and it's not something that is given a lot of focus in our profession of direct marketing, certainly, and also businesses in general. But I think especially, I've spent 20 plus years in this industry. Goodness, 33 years in this industry. And there is some lip service given to this subject, but the actual boots on the ground, or I should say, this is a women's call, the actual heels on the ground, right? The stilettos on the ground, um, systemizing, like actually having standard operating procedures to get this is definitely lacking, especially on the field side of things. That's us, right? And here's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to tee this up, and I'm going to turn over the first half of this call to Vandy. And that is the subject of retaining people. It is the subject of retention. Uh, Sometimes we hear of drive-by sponsoring, meaning that somebody came and connected with you. You initiated a transaction. Maybe you signed up as a purchased as a customer. Maybe you enrolled as a consultant, and then you never see that person again, right? They just don't follow up because they don't stick around either, right? That's bad retention. When you can't retain yourself, you know that your retention is in really bad need of some activation and resuscitation. So us being able to sponsor more, I am telling you, this calendar year, Stephanie and I have a specific goal to recruit more people. 2025 is to be our number one personal recruiting year of our careers, both for customers and for consultants. If you like that feeling, if you like that, if you want to stick that banner in the sand for yourself, will you drop a 2025, drop 2025 in the chat box if you are making a commitment to yourself and then verbalizing it to the team that this year, 2025, is going to be your absolute number one best recruiting year ever. And that's what we're doing. We've got a great opportunity to do it because we got this hot product. But I'll tell you, man, collagen keeps on surging, right? We were just on the road doing meetings. People want collagen. People want Protandim. So the whole activation story. I think it's going to be easy to do that, but I'm making that commitment. It's going up here on this whiteboard. You know, how are we doing? I'm going to go back and look at the last, however many years we have record, and we're going to beat that number. In fact, we're going to make it the best year ever, right? We're going to go above and beyond. Here's a little GLP-1 to you, a little enhance with some ice and some green apple, some sour apple Axio. It's delightful. So in conjunction with that, we want to make it the absolute best year for retention, right? I want to keep more of those new customers and consultants. I want to keep more of my current customers and consultants. I want to win back more of my customers and consultants than I ever have. If I'm doing that personally, and we're teaching that right here in this community tonight, and we all go and do that, can you imagine what would happen to our businesses? Okay. So that's my intro tonight. We're going to talk about retention, two absolute powerful tools. We're going to screen share. One of them you're familiar with, but until it is 100% adopted, and even after that, we're going to keep on telling it over and over and over. It's not about finding new stories that get us all excited, right? It's not about variety in our industry. or frankly, in any industry, it's about consistency and repetition of the basics and the fundamentals. So with that, because we are doing workshop style and we're not going to be here for 90 minutes, uh, we're going to give this over to Vandy before I get too carried away. So Vandy is going to take us on the journey that we should have in our mind for every single customer to increase customer retention. Floor is yours, Vandy.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you guys. So I'm not sure how I got the retention and customer retention portion as probably one of the worst in the company. This is something I've always personally struggled with. So when this tool came out, I was so excited about it because I felt like I had a hard time retaining customers. I had a hard time teaching them the process of what was going on. If they asked me questions, I was great with that. Now I've had some customers who have taken the product for years. We've got one coming up on almost 15 years. She's been a customer taking Protandim and has randomly tried other things here and there, but of course it's that continued education and continually keeping people there. And it's just something that I've never been very good at, is recruiting customers and sharing the product and making sure they understood the benefit of continually taking this product. I tried it for 30 days. I didn't notice anything. Well, they're not. And I remember the first time I told somebody, they said, I want to just try it for 30 days. I said, don't waste your money. And I kind of stepped back like I was going to walk away. And they were shocked, because I just said, if you're not willing to take this product, then, for 6 months, this is the original Protandim. And that's the way I feel with Mind Body. If you're not willing to commit to this for at least 12 weeks, then don't bother with it because it's going to take that time for that transformation. And having that right mindset, and then this tool, which I've always wanted to see, you're exactly right, Phil, 4 to 6 months, and that for Nerf 2. But with this tool for customers is something that I've been so excited for. When Steph and I first started brainstorming on it, it just absolutely blew my mind because this was exactly what I had been looking for to share in here. Come on. All right. So where do we get this? You want to go into our favorite CEO app. And when you're sending this to a customer, you want to pick your customer and you want to go to send resources and go down to fast start onboarding. We're going to be fast start onboarding for customers here. And then you simply just share it. And I love the little message here when they first get started. It just says, I want to thank you for your order. I'm so excited for you to start your journey. Again, we're building that language is all in there, but this is a journey. This is a lifestyle process there, helping you get the most out of that. Even before you arrive, I want to start educating you again. This is a person who's probably seen a lot of videos, who's asked a lot of questions before they decide to order this. Now we're taking them to the next step. And when they click on the link, boop, 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 boop. Sorry, I was taking a peek and peeking at the, jumping ahead and looking at the consultant page earlier. But when they jump in here, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to get a welcome video from Angie Huntley, an executive leader who is a double diamond. She is a phenomenal customer retainer, and she's a phenomenal person because she's going to help your customers educate. She's going to take all of her experience, over the last 10 years in this company of retaining customers to reach double diamond and help you launch your customers the same way. And I just love how every single part of this, you're going to get an email contacting you and letting you know that your customer has linked to this page. When they click and join our GLP-1 activated community, it's going to take them right to our Facebook group so they can get more stories. And I would encourage all of you guys to share your story and share more pictures into that community, okay? Share your wins. I put on another pair of pants today and I was like, wait, I was all excited when I could get these pants on. They're loose, they're comfortable. They're actually moving to almost too loose. And it's just those inches and stuff. And I'm like, what a great story this would be. But sharing those little wins of our GLP-1 journey, because it's not always, we don't want to focus on only the weight. We want to focus on all of the health benefits. I'm sleeping better. I have more energy. My clothes are fitting better. I was able to go on the walk with my kids. All of those little things, we want to start sharing those wins in our community. So that takes all of us to make this community better. Boo, boo, boo. It's going to walk them through how to take your measurements. There's a whole video here on how to take their measurements. They can download the PDF for their measurements, but we also talk again about those other metrics because we want people to look beyond just the scale to seeing how they're doing and taking them correctly. So there's a video and then there's text for people that may not want to watch videos. And I love how this website, this page has everything your customer wants and gives it in for how people learn. If they learn visually, there's a video. For people that would prefer to read, there's that the text is also there. There's a download tracker. And every one of these buttons is linked so that you know how your customer is progressing. If your customer runs into a question, right at the bottom, they can do the book me. If you don't know how that works, watch the training from last week. Seth did an excellent job on the calendar training. They've got your phone number, your email address. Again, it ties right in there. For me, they can connect with me on all my social media accounts too, right here on my page. Boom, 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 boom. Step 3, document your journey. We're going to teach people how to document their journey, how to take pictures, good pictures, because you can never go back. Oh, excuse me. You can never go back and take your before picture again. Okay. That's one thing. So you want to get a good before picture so you can see the journey. And there's been some really phenomenal ones. I talked last week about sharing the pictures of my face because that was a win. When I went back and looked at my face from October, I was hiding. If you notice, I'm in the back of most group pictures. I would hide. I'd place my child in front of me and step back because I was so insecure about the weight gain that I had been struggling with. And so I posted that before and after picture because it was a win that I hadn't realized I had had until my friends, you guys here, were telling me about it. And that's step 4 is sharing those wins and sharing it there. Once they've completed all the steps, they can acknowledge it and that'll send you a thing so that you know that. The most important thing here, you guys, is you want to make sure you go to in your rapid funnel, you pick that contact, that new customer who just ordered, you click on them, then you click send resources, then you share the fast start onboarding with them. You don't want to just send the resource to them because you want to tie that link. It's an individualized link. So if Seth clicked on it or if Tracy clicked on it or if Cheryl clicked on it or if Eileen clicked on it, you want to be able to track who's reading that and who's using that, which is the most powerful thing about this app is the tracking. Instead of sending them to a generic page that you don't know who's looking at it or if they even opened it, this app is able to track that. And that's one of the biggest benefits of this over anything else that I've seen out there is that trackability, and it only works if you do. So I love this, and this has helped me with a lot of my customer retention. And it's an app I've gone back and shared it with old customers. Hey, there's a new page out. I know you're not taking the GLP-1 product, but you're welcome to join our Facebook community and read about this. Again, inviting people to upsell. So use it for all of your customers. So anything else on that you want me to cover, Seth?
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. One thing I will say that Vandy started off with is step 1 of this customer onboarding, fast start. Step 1 is getting them connected, right? Vandy, can we go back up to that?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just reloading. Getting them connected. Pardon me. Preparing to activate. Thank you. Preparing to activate. And the first thing that they do, again, they watch the welcome video, and the first thing that they do after that is they join our proactive health and wellness community. We've already got over 33. We put about 2 to 300 members in here in the last 3 weeks, in the last 4 or 5 weeks, maybe. So it's growing. Angie is the lead admin on that. But it is our community, right? She does a phenomenal job, but a community is not made by any one person. It's all of us, and it is just phenomenal. It's just an amazing, amazing community, and we're bringing our customers into that. You have to realize that 85 to 95% of people who purchase, for example, a course online don't ever complete it. They paid the money for it. Why would that happen? Because it means purchasing a course online means changing. Purchasing activation products to make changes in our life is change. And change can be hard, change can be difficult, change can be scary. Change is definitely new and can be uncomfortable. And so giving people that one piece that can help push them over the edge, which is community. And they're going to get community from two things primarily. Number one, your friendship. That's why they purchased in the first place. And that ongoing discussion. But two is a greater community. You can see Vandy's hopping in here. If you want to increase your retention, well, you have to be part of the community too. It's not just putting the tool in and saying, okay, autopilot. Make sure that you are participating in this community on a daily basis. Knock out 5 to 10 minutes every day, every other day, and make sure that you're engaging with the content, liking, loving, commenting, tagging your customers. Like, you need to be familiar with this content coming down this community. Okay. And then again, tag your customers in those posts. But step one is getting them here. And this system, can you imagine? This is a system for every one of your customers, so that every single customer that comes through you, and in 2025, every one of you committed and said, listen, my vision is to do the best recruiting I've ever done, to enroll the most customers I've ever enrolled in my entire career this year. Well, let's retain more. That's putting them into the community. So Vandy, thank you so much. Let's
And
do
it
this.
doesn't
Let's open
take
this.
long.
Anybody have any? Yes, go ahead, Vandy.
I was just going to say, it doesn't take long to go through and add some comments. Just make it part of your social media thing. Spend a few minutes just going through there and adding comments, because the more comments we do, the more your customers will see this page. It'll build that in the algorithm. So let's do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Energy. The more energy you put into a community, the more energy the community effuses, right? Diffuses the higher vibration that's going to come. So, that's a great question, Eileen. I would reach out to, I'm pretty sure, but reach out to Angie as well. I just always run by anything that is new that I'm going to do there. I always run by Angie. So just reach out to Angie Huntley and ask her about that, because that's a fabulous resource. Any questions about customer retention, about procedure, about implementing this strategy? Again, when I enroll a new customer on GLP-1, that order goes in. The first thing that I do is I go to the CEO app, I go to their contact, that individual's contact record, and I send them the fast start onboarding for GLP-1 customers before they ever get the product. And then I follow up on it, right? Then I follow. It's not just having the tool and doing nothing. The tool is amazing, but it's only as good as it being used. And so that's our job. And now, instead of you having to teach every single customer every single thing they need to know, I mean, that's crazy amount of time, right? And I tried that and I couldn't even keep it straight. This is a system to keep you on board, right? Follow up with your customers every single day. Okay, who do I need to follow up? Have I heard from them? 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 Right? It's just part of your daily DMO. Anyway, any questions about, okay, Beverly asked a great question. Is the new customer onboarding only for GLP-1? Today it is, but I will tell you, we are going to launch an additional fast start, and it will be fast start for activation customers. It will be a little more generic, and not as specific and maybe as exclusive to GLP-1. It'll include essentially all products, but primarily, Protandim, call the big three, right? The premium stack. But it really won't be for the GLP-1s. It'll be kind of like outside of GLP-1 activation. But it'll be the exact same steps. Okay. The exact same steps. Prepare to activate, right? They're going to journal where they are right now. They won't be necessarily taking measurements. Taking measurements will be an option if they want, because some people do lose weight. Like, it'll be kind of taking that snapshot, but it won't be as finely tuned to GLP-1. I anticipate that we'll see that sometime this month. So that basically, depending on how that customer joins, you'll have that tool. So great question, Beverly. Tracy, step 1, sign up GLP-1 customer. Step 2, import them into CEO Rapid Funnel and send them the fast start onboarding from their contact profile. Step 3, follow up. Yes. Now, I will say to that point, Tracy, I'm always using the CEO app to communicate with my customers or with my potentials, right? The CEO app is my funnel, right? Somebody wants information about the product. I'm opening up the CEO app and I'm sending them the health assessment, right? Literally, just getting a new customer today, by the way, from a referral. That referral, my customer refers somebody. I reach out to the referral. They say, wow, I'm interested in, my friend said, hey, you've got this thing. What's going on with this GLP-1 thing? I said, in other words, they said, yes, I want information. So I literally opened up the CEO app. In fact, I'll share my screen just to show you exactly what I did. All right. I should be seeing my screen. So in this case, I literally opened, this is a brand new contact for me. I said, I'm going to send you the portal to our GLP-1 information. It starts with a 2-minute GLP-1 health assessment. Fill that out, and then it will open up all of the education and the before and after pics, right? So in this case, again, this is a new contact, not a customer yet, new contact. I did not create or import a contact record for them. Strategically, I went to the front page there, resources, tapped on that, went to share product, tapped on GLP-1. I've already icebreaked. I've already invited them. I've already skipped ahead. I've already done naturally step 1 and 2. So I'm on assessment, and I literally just sent that assessment, right? Which, by the way, for anybody who knows, we just modified the pretext or the pre-written message for the assessment. But I sent this to them. Excited for you to get a sneak peek at the mind-body GLP-1 activation system. First of all, I'm passing along a 2-minute GLP-1 health assessment. I'm looking forward to finding out more about your health goals and perspectives. I'm passing along the assessment link here. Excited to talk afterward. Boom. I send that to them, right? I just put their number in and texted that to them, Tracy, right? When they received that, they clicked on the link. They filled out the 2-minute, 15-minute question, assessment, hit submit, and that then created the contact record. They created their own contact record in the app for me, right? And from that point on, anytime I send them something, then I'm going to go into my contacts, right? And I'm going to tap on their contact and send it through here. But that first one, when I send the assessment, I do very little adding a new contact, right? It's a rarity that I'm actually going to manually enter or manually import a contact from my contact app. And that's only if I'm skipping the assessment. And there better be a darn good reason that I'm skipping the assessment, right? It is the exception, not the rule. There are times that I do it. But listen, when I have those answers from that assessment, I am much better equipped to help somebody, right? And by the way, when they fill out the assessment, now they're in that now they've gotten an email and they can confirm it, and now they're in my email campaign and they're getting an email, right? All of this extra work that's being done for you on behalf of you by the app. So great question. Great question. But so to clarify, Tracy, I've already got them in my app. So they place the order. I go to their contact record, right? And I send that um, to them and then follow up, right? Follow up. Okay. Did I miss anything else? Tracy's question. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah. So they should already basically be in the app. But if they weren't, let's just say, I mean, there are situations that maybe they're not. Like you just talked to somebody, it went boom, 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 boom. They purchased right there. Then we've already skipped all those steps, right? Then I might go and import them into the app, right? Create a contact record and then send that to them. By the way, let me actually show you one other thing that I think is helpful before we get to what Vandy and I want to announce to you today. Oh, we're not getting a share. Let's go. Are you seeing my screen? Are you seeing my app? Okay. So here's what I do. Here's how I keep track of my customers in this app, right? Because I've got everybody who's in here is an active contact or a converted contact. I don't import contacts from my main contact app. I don't import them all into Rapid Funnel. That just up. It's like my brain space, right? Only in here, it's only active stuff. So if when somebody becomes a customer, I'm going to scroll down. When somebody becomes a the star rating, and I'm kind of getting off topic, but it has to do with this. So when somebody clicks on their first link, when somebody clicks on their first link, I give them a star rating. I give them a 1 star, right? So if I send something to somebody and they don't click it, they're 0 stars. So I can quickly look at my app and say, if you're in this app and you got 0 stars, it means that you haven't clicked on anything, or I haven't followed up since I sent it to you, right? Like this kind of my reminder. So I'll see here, oh, Lisa, oh, the Australian friend of Andrea. Yeah, she clicked on something, so I'm going to give her a 1 star rating. And that just, again, here's a magic. Write this down, please. Emblazon this in your mind. Like, how do I do everything? You don't do everything. You build the Taj Mahal 1 brick at a time. Okay. So the 1 brick is what's the next step, right? You can't put a brick on row 10 if you haven't put in row 9. And you can't do row 9 if you haven't put in row 8, right? And it all starts with row 1. So 1 brick at a time. And all you have to ask yourself is, with this person, what is the next step? That's the question you ask yourself. Then when you communicate to them, you can't tell them about 10 rows of bricks, right? They can only see right in front of them. So we're just going to lay one brick at a time. And the statement that you make to them is, here's the next step. Right? Not what do you want to do about this or anything else, or what are you thinking about this, or how do you feel, or here's the next step. Right? So if I got a 1 star, what's the next step? Getting them to 2 stars, getting them to that next contact, right? If I got a 0 star, then it's getting back to them and saying, hey, I noticed, you haven't clicked on the link, right? I want to make sure that link came through to you, right? So what I do is when somebody purchases the product, I give them a 4 star. So it's kind of like my first, second, third engagements with them, where they're engaging with a video, they're engaging with something else. Maybe we did a 3-way call. Maybe they came to a meeting. It's like 1, 2, 3 stars. Any 4 stars in here are my current or past customers, right? So I could sort this by stars, by the way. And now I've got all of my 5 stars. 5 stars are my consultants. Okay. When you go through the system and you go through the funnel and you execute and purchase, now you're my 5 star, you're a consultant, right? So let me get down. These are all my customers, right? My 4 stars. So anyway, that's how I classify them in the app, and then I can sort them. That was a little off topic, but there it is. Okay. Any other questions on customer retention before we get to the big reveal here? Okay, Eileen, what I like about this is it shows you care more about them versus the sale of the product. This is how we build it. You don't build an empire of love on transactions. You build an empire of love on deposits. You deposit into their emotional bank account, into their life. You invest into their life. Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Um, I don't know the answer to that question, Lillian. Can somebody help? Okay, Bandy, you got it taken care of. Okay, perfect. Thanks for running the chat box. All right, here we go. Are you ready? So we've been working on this for a while. It's been conceptualized for months. How it adding customers and changing their lives through the product. There are two outcomes that you want from every that you want to help create. Your investment into a customer's life, you're looking for two things. You want them to have a positive, demonstrable experience with activation. Results. That's why the onboarding helps them to get a baseline and go through the steps so that we can maximize the opportunity of them getting that, right? People who get results stay longer for themselves, not for you, right? Number two, you want them to share. You want them to share their results and tell their stories. Why? Because it makes them happy. Because it makes them happy. Secondarily, it's great for business because they give you referrals and or they convert to consultants, right? They give hope and permission and a path for their friend, the person listening, to make powerful decisions in their lives. Those are the two things that you want. That adds to your business. Every customer order, every month adds volume to your business. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. Now, if you want to grow faster, if you want to magnify that growth, as they say in the business world, if you want to scale that, I'm going to say multiply it 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x. What do we need to do? We need to duplicate entrepreneurs. We need to duplicate consultants, and not just consultants, building consultants, recruiting consultants, selling consultants, rank advancing consultants, right? All of the above. Well, guess what? We have to do a better job in our profession of onboarding those consultants. Okay. 16 years ago, Mark and I wrote, and I co-wrote the proven plan, the blueprint for success. And it was printed in every single start kit that went out in the world for this company. And it made a profound and indelible impression on the psyche, the culture of the company. Interestingly enough, do you know how many people looked at that and then never read it? It happened all the time because it was just there. Yes, Cheryl didn't read it, but at some point you probably did read it, right? At some point, you went to a training because we had all of these redundant systems, right? Somebody, it went out in your kit, like it doesn't get any more direct than this. You purchased your start kit in your business kit. It was there. But maybe you went to a Super Saturday training or any other training or a big event. Yeah, and we published the CDs that went along with it too, and sold thousands and thousands and thousands of those. And people walked and talked with me and Mark, right? We were like their best friends. We were kind of like those two guys in. We were kind of like Bert and Ernie, right? I'm not going to say which one of us was Bert and which one of us was Ernie. Those two grumpy guys in the Muppets, in the balcony, right? That we were just kind of like rode along with you to help you learn. That was part of our onboarding. Okay. And the more people did it and followed the proven plan, the more people had success. It's a powerful, powerful tool. Well, next generation, this is the tool that we have. Okay. This is the tool that we have. And it's not the tool that's going to teach you everything, because there is no tool that are going to teach you everything. You don't need to know everything. Do you know what you need to know to have wild, transformative success? The next step. Each one of you are only one step away from doubling. Yes, Bandy, the next step from doubling your business. I would love to know this. I want you to put a 2025 again, now that we've kind of filled up the chat box. 2025, if this year, actually don't put a 2025. What I want you to, I want your vision, not your vision based on your past. That's baloney. That's a terrible way to judge the future, by the way. We can learn from the past, but don't overlay your past on your future. That's much too slow for me. I've got exponential growth I got to do in my soul and my business. I can't wait. I can't afford to wait and like do it in the past. And by the way, I've learned everything from the past. So shouldn't I be that much better? What is your personal goal for the next 24 to 36 months in your business? 2x. This is what you're going to put in. I want the X. Is it 2x? I want to double my business, right? Double the size of my business and my check or whatever, right? 2x? Is it 3x? Is it 5x? Is it 10x? Is it 10 plus x? Right? Like, I would love to know where you are, and wherever you are, I support that. Okay. There's no judgment here. I'm not looking for a specific number. I can't take you any higher than you can take yourself, but I'll support the heck out of you. If you say 20x, great. I'm here. I'm on board with you. If you say 1.33333x, right? If you say 1.314 pi, 1 point pi x, like, I'm here to support you, right? Here's how you do it. You do it by making the best recruiting year of your life, and you duplicate that, which means that you have to sponsor and retain consultants. So here it is. Here's the big reveal. When you enroll a new consultant, and again, they're already going to be in your app, right? You're going to, so you're going to tap on, let me just, I'm just, well, here we go. You know what? I'm going to show you. I'll go to Jimmy. Okay. So I'm going to go to my consultant. I'm going to click on send resources. I'm going to go down to the third option there. This is my resource menu. We're not sharing product. We're not sharing business. We're beyond that, right? We're to fast start onboarding. Tap on that. Fast start for consultants. Booyah. Okay. Oh yeah, Cheryl, I love that. Thank you for that reaction, Cheryl and Eileen. I can see you on my thing. I can email it, text it, or send it social media. Boom. We already got a thing in here. Hey, Jimmy. Wanted to say congratulations on taking this amazing step into sharing the story of activation. Now that you've completed your enrollment order, I'm excited to share with you the first step, i.e. the next step, in our amazing support and coaching system. The following link will take you to Fast Start for New Consultant training. It is short and simple, yet very powerful. Make sure you read, watch, and complete everything you see. I'm here every step of the way to help you with this. Let's talk ASAP and move this forward together. Seth and Steph. I'm actually going to send it to Jimmy and Maria. And I'm going to add something here because they're not brand spanking new. Okay. This is brand spanking new onboarding training for you. Please look at it ASAP and let's talk in the next 48 hours. Okay. So I'm just going to add that because this is for for older consultants, right? I'm actually going to copy that because I'm probably going to boom. And I just sent that. Okay. Now, would you like to see what it looks like? I know you would. This is what they're going to get. Okay. If you ever wanted to see what these resources are, all you have to do is go to that resource and click the blue box that says open right next to it, and it's going to open that resource. So here is the onboarding website. This is what they're going to be taken to. Welcome to Team CEO, Creating Entrepreneurs Online. You are the CEO of your mindset, your health, your bank account. This is your fast start trading. Watch this first. Boom. I don't think you can hear this, can you? We are the activation company. Can you hear it now? And welcome specifically to your team, We are CEO, Creating Entrepreneurs Online. You are the CEO of your health, You're the CEO of your business. You're the CEO of your bank account, your relationships, your time. I'm just giving you, each one of you are going to go through this. Okay. But I'm just showing you, this is a quick 2-minute welcome. Then you go on to this fast start training. Guess what? It's 4 steps. How many steps was the onboarding for customers? 4 steps, right? Keeping this super tight and simple. All I want my new consultant to do, there are 3 outcomes that I'm totally invested for every new consultant. This is your role as a new sponsor. You want them to have a positive, demonstrable experience with the product. Heard that before? You want them to enroll, you want to help them enroll their first customer within 7 days. You want to help them enroll their first consultant within 30 days. That's your job. That is your just flat out job. And if you don't commit yourself to doing it, then you're just hoping things are going to happen. This system is to help you get that done. Okay. And that is very abundantly clear in this. Okay. Like we tell them this is your job. Here's what we want to help you do. 1, 2, 3. That's the whole design of the Fast Start. They don't have to know everything. They don't have to solve everything. They don't need to know everything about the back office. There's just the next step to get them closer to those 3 things. Okay. Step 1, get connected. You have to be connected into the comms, right? The communications channels, updates, training, motivation, daily DMOs, like all of that. You need to be plugged into that. So here's step 1, get connected. Join school. The first thing that they're going to, we just opened up a school community. Okay. Yeah. Cheryl, thank you for the reaction. Jaw drop. So they're going to tap on this. They're going to tap on this and they're going to go to join school. Now, when they go to this, it'll be say, do you want to join? Right? This is a join link. So they'll be able to join. This is a primo. School is the next level community builder, right? Way beyond anything we've done in Facebook. We've just started this community. We started a while ago and been testing it. I'm ready to fully invest. Let's go do this. Okay. So I can imagine every single one of our brand new consultants should be what? In school. And it's the first thing that they're going to do. You got to plug. If you want to get a consultant moving, they got to be plugged into community. They got to be plugged into a river of water, right? This community's there. We've already been making posts, right? Get in here, get on the leaderboards. I'm not going to give you a school training. We'll do a school training later, but the school is where like you get to compete with each other to be the number 1 or 1 through 10 most active people in this community, right? And you need to be in these communities. You need to be liking this. Like you need to invest in the community, right? Because you want your people to invest in the community. Okay. How do you do that? You show up and you show up in this community. There's a community, there's classroom. Check this out. There's an amazing calendar in school. All of our events are going to be here. Some of that will run sideline with the calendar that's in the CEO app, right? But the school calendar is much more accessible in so many ways. So we're running school. There's the leaderboard, by the way. And Vandy is the leader. She's the 7-day leader. She's the 30-day leader. She's the all-time leader, right? The more you invest in this community. What's that?
Just the testing of it, huh?
That's right. This community is so cool. The more you engage with the community, you're going to get badges with the community. Okay. Facebook kind of does this, but school does it awesome. So, we don't have any. So the more you're going to be a level 9, community member because you're interacting with the community. You're supporting other people, right? So we'll know who the most active people are. But most importantly, I don't care if you're in the top 10, but if you're level 4, 5, 6, 7, that means you're investing in this community. You're a leader in this community. So anyway, back to the hub. First thing is they're going to be in this community. And I'll tell you, what I love about school? They're going to get emails about all the events going on. So it's a much better way for us to have communication with all of our consultants. It's way better than Facebook groups. way better than Facebook groups. And that's why we're doing that. Now, at the same time, guess what? We're still keeping the CEO Facebook community alive, and we'll probably double post, um, at least for the time being. In order of importance and priority, it is school. But, and by the way, not everybody's on Facebook too. And that's another reason to put it on school, right? Anyway, they're going to join our Telegram group. This is social media Telegram. They're going to register for the next big event. All they do is tap, 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 tap. And they're doing these first four things. There's a welcome video here. Pardon me. There is a step one video that's going to tell them why they're doing all these things, what they're doing to join. Okay. It's a 1 minute video. Okay. Got it? That's step one. Step two, start your health activation journey. Again, every consultant needs to have their own demonstrable experience with the product, right? So step two is you just ordered your product. Guess what? We're leading you right in here to the customer onboarding. Every consultant will go through the customer onboarding, but they'll do it through the consultant portal. Does that make sense? Okay. So we just basically duplicated all of that information from the onboarding, from the product onboarding, customer onboarding. Step three, start sharing. Like, what do you want your new consultant to do? Take their measurements and start sharing today, right? So click here, step three. And then we have a very simple 1, 2, 3 process. Download the CEO app powered by Rapid Funnel. Here's a quick explanation video that's going to walk you through literally how to download that app. Okay. The next video is update your settings. Like, we're going down only the specifics, only the things they need to know, but we're doing really minute. Like, not just go download the app and then get it set up and I hope you do it the right way. We're going to walk you through how to set up, how to make sure that the 2 settings that need to be in there are in there, right? How to find your personal LifeVantage URL, like all of that in a quick 4-minute video, so that literally instead of me being on the phone helping a new consultant, I give this to them and then I follow up and make sure that they got it. Third video is how to share a resource. So we want everybody to share a resource with 10 people. Here's how you quickly share the health assessment with 10 people. Boom, go. It's in a video. And then bonus video, how to access your new customer, new consultant discount codes. We hammer it really hard for new consultants. You have 7 days to utilize the customer discount codes that are deposited in your back office upon you enrolling with a business pack. That's only 7-day window. There's a reason that the company does that. It is to invite action. Well, how many of you have had consultants who didn't even know because you didn't get their onboarding done in 7 days, right? Or you did get their onboarding done, but you didn't do this. Like, you don't have to remember any of this. You just have to implement the system. They're going to be hit several times in this fast start. Very quickly, you have 7 days. Get these codes out. Here's how to find the codes. Make sense? Right? Super powerful. Step 3, sharing. Step 4, if you've taken your new consultant to connecting, activating, right, the product, sharing, they've already sent a few, they've sent a few icebreakers, they've sent a few people some information. Now they can settle into, what do I do on a daily basis? Like, how do I grow this business in my first 90 days? And that comes down to the DMO, daily method of operation. Click here, and we're going to teach them the DMO. The DMO is connecting every day, activating every day using the product, feeding your mind. That's the neuro tools and the mindset training in the app. Every day. And we show them how to get that. And sharing, again, getting back to sharing the links, sharing the resources, sharing the assessment every single day. And you've completed this, and we get to the end of this, and we've now put them and trained them on how to use the app, how to go to, and I'm not going to go through all of this, but by the end of this, they know what the next step is. Like, this is their first week. This is their first 7 to 30 days max, right? And now they're on to the daily DMO. Those four things: connecting, activating, feeding, and tapping. Pardon me, and feeding and sharing. Okay. And then they know where to get that training, right? So you don't have to worry about everything. And guess what? That all that training that they need, the next back office training, or hey, how do I find this? Or what's the difference between the standard version and the pro version of the app? Or all of that is in new consultant training, not fast start onboard training. Okay. Does that make sense? Um, every time your new consultant clicks one of these links, you will get an email telling you Seth Mulder just clicked the step one. So, what you need to do as a daily part of your DMO, not as a new consultant, but as a sponsor of a consultant, as a growing leader, is you need to make sure that you're following up with your personal consultants, right? So you have that personal responsibility, and now you have a very delineated, predictable system. Oh, they're in fast start. Have they completed that? Right? If they've not completed it, that's my job, because I want those three outcomes for them: product experience, first customer, first consultant. If you will implement this, you will see your retention double or triple. Okay. You get them through fast start successfully, new consultant training is going to be a breeze, right? Getting to SC1 and to MC1 is going to be greatly enhanced. So that's what we got for you tonight. I'm over the top excited. Here's my invitation to you. You need to go through the fast start training yourself for three specific outcomes: a positive demonstrable result with the product, okay, which will lead you to sharing that story, right? You need to go through every step that I just showed. Don't expect anybody else to do it unless you're doing it, okay? You need to treat yourself like you're new and get your first new customer starting today. Today's zero for every single one of us, and to get your first new consultant, okay? That's what every one of us is starting right now today. Here's how you make 2025 your best recruiting year ever. That's your personal responsibility as a new consultant. Your responsibility as a sponsor is to what? Share this new consultant training with every single consultant in your business. There's two ways to get that done. You can reach out to every single consultant 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 100 levels deep in your organization, or you can reach out to your personally enrolled consultants and commit them to doing the same. Does that make sense? So you take care of yourself and your level one and pass the message along. Okay. These two tools, by the way, the fast start tools, cost thousands of dollars to implement. And the app developer really only wants these tools because it's a higher level tool that they've invested a lot of time in, and they've asked us to invest in as well. They want them reserved for pro members of the app. And so what I'm doing is I'm saying, give me 90 days, right? They developed this app for us. Like they have to be able to fund the app somehow. It can't always be free, right? Like there's a small percentage of people who are on the pro version. Now, keep in mind, I designed the app so that you could make a ton of money on the standard version, so that every single member in your business gets on this app. If we don't, there's breakdown, right? You don't want that breakdown, because breakdown means confusion, and it means that we're breaking branches off the tree, and it means chaos. So the free version is super, super, super powerful. Currently, these two fast start tools for customers and consultants are in the free version. And I'm going to push for them to at least be there for the first 90 days. So I want to run a 90-day test. Okay. I want us to run a 90-day test to make sure that every single consultant, every single customer within your reach, that's from you to the last person, however many levels that entails, display your leadership and make sure that everybody, is fully committed and fully into these. And if we push this agenda, if we push this system and this opportunity and this community with enough people, then my hope is that we don't have to make it part of the pro version, that we'll have enough people upgrade to pro because they want the other benefits, right? And then we can keep this in the free version, right? Either way, if you want to grow this business and duplicate it, you need to have these two fast start tools working in your behalf. So I'm reaching out to every single one of my consultants, and I'm doing these things. Like I'm going through every one of these. Note that you may see some changes. You will see some changes and some modifications to this as we go. That's why you should stay on top of it and make sure that if something's changed, you're aware of it, right? We don't have to tell everybody. We just have to change the system and make sure that you're plugged into the system. So you'll see updates in school about, hey, blah, blah, blah. Right now, it's my face on all of these videos, and I don't want that personally. But in order to create the first version, that's what we had to do with this. I anticipate we're going to have other leaders who are going to take different parts to help out with the community. And basically re-record some of these videos that I've done and tutorials and replace them. Just because it's a better brand message for our community. So that's what I've got for you today. Super excited. Use the tool, follow up. Yes. And we like school. So Angie Huntley is our primary lead on the proactive health and wellness. And I am an admin and a contributor, and there are a host of them. Okay. Everybody here should be a contributor to that community. Everybody should be a contributor to our CEO, Empire of Love. That's what it's called. The school community is CEO of Empire of Love. Every one of you should be contributing to that, right? And I give you full course. Eileen, for example, Wednesday Wellness, you want to announce that? Absolutely. Announce the Wednesday Wellness in there, right? Totally cool with that. You can actually create a calendar event. I'm cool with that. And we will have an admin team running this school, the school community as well. It's going to be highly active, more active than CEO Facebook ever has been. Like we're going to level that up. If we want to have the best year of our lives, then we got to make the best investment of our lives. So I invite you to be a part of that. I invite you to really contribute, to bring your people in and to watch them thrive. But we'll be going through school. We'll be going through those school approvals, right? You clicked on the link and we'll be approving those and getting things moving. So if I missed anything in the chat, I'm going to assume that Vandy's taking care of that or Phil's taking care of that. Anybody have any other questions? You want to raise your hand? You want to come off? Yes, Lillian, back office training. That is definitely going to be part, and that's some stuff that's going to run into school as well. Some of the deeper stuff we'll be doing in trainings, like our Tuesday, Thursday social media and content and marketing calls. And then those will be posted in school, right? Probably in the classroom or something like that. The absolute essential ones will be in the CEO app. The whole idea is the CEO app is your mobile essentials, right? And school is a community that is an umbrella around kind of all of that. Yeah. And here's what I'd love to see. Tell Vandy what, don't put it here in the chat because I won't see it. So but let us know what trainings you want to see. Like here's what I envision. You go through this fast start training for yourself and start and ask, and if you've got a question or something that's missing, again, we only put the essentials in there. There's nothing in there that isn't essential. And if it's not essential, it's not going in there. Right. How can you tell what version of Rapid Funnel you have? You'll have a bar kind of on your screen, on the home screen, that'll say upgrade. If you're on the standard free version, right? And again, the standard free version does 93% of everything the app can do. And I'm coming out with a training that will be in the new consultant training, not onboarding, right? But new consultant training that will be, what's the difference between the standard version and the pro version, right? So that every single user gets that training, not in their first day. They don't need to know it in their first day, their first week, but it is something, in your first, after you're, within that fast track period that you should know. Okay. And by the way, school has an app, right? School is beautiful online, by the way, on desktop. And it has an app that you can download, SKOOL, and you can join this community. It's absolutely lovely and beautiful. Okay. Um, by the way, if somebody clicks on the Fast Start for Consultant or customers link on their computer, it is beautifully formatted for computer as well, right? So they can do all that stuff on their computer. Anything else? Anything else? I'm totally 30 minutes over, 25 minutes over what I told my wife would be. And like, you'd think I would have learned this, but she probably already knew what she was in store for. Uh, but anyway, there you go. Any questions, comments?
I was going to say something because when I just pulled it up, I saw it. I forgot that I was already a member. So there,
Yeah.
it was from something else. So
Yep.
then you can't pull down because you might have other things that have that
Yep.
platform.
Yep, you can be involved in various school, schools a platform. So, if I were to go to my school, you'd see like I'm part of like 6 different communities on school, from paid courses that I've done, or coaches that I follow that I'm part of their deal or whatever. But school's a phenomenal platform. I think it's going to be really, really good for us. Yes, Phil, I'm the OG Talkie Talk, right? You're right. Global training typically is an hour. So in that case, we're right where we need to be. All right. Aloha. Thank you, Tracy. This is a new era. This is a new era for us. The tools are all here in front of us. Um, One of the things that's going to create more action than anything is more results than anything is more action than anything. We have better tools than we've ever had. Uh, you combine that with more action than you've ever done, and that's how you 2x your business, or 3x or 4x or 10x or 8x. I saw all the numbers that you had. So thank you so much. We'll be back Thursday for a marketing training. It's on the school calendar. Make sure you go through your onboarding, get your new customer, make sure you have your product experience, your new customer, your new consultant, and here we go. Bon voyage. The ship is sailing. Thank you, Vandy.
Thank you so much. I have my new consultant. I'm really excited for this program to come in today. Thank you, Seth. Thank you.
Brilliant, beautiful, beautiful. Love you all. Thank you, Bev.
Love you so much. Bye.
Same to you. Let's go approve some school membership requests. Ooh, we've got 8 already.
I want to say
Eileen.
I signed up a new consultant this afternoon. Didn't even know it was on there, but I went to my rapid funnel and saw it and clicked and sent it to her right while she was sitting here with me. And I thought, oh, this is cool. I've never seen this before. So she's looking at it right now at home. So awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Make it a great night.